What's going on, everyone? This is Stephen Place with Precision Volume Alerts, and today we're going to talk about how price acts around a narrative and how price acts around an event. You've probably heard the phrase, buy the rumor, sell the news, where markets and stocks will rally in anticipation of good events, and into those good events, the stock stops going up, and that's when we see a hard pullback. We've seen this many times. So I'm going to show you two cases, one to the short side, one to the long side of events that I think stick out the most to really impress upon you how well this can work. And then we're going to look at a live stock idea that I have right now for my clients at PVA, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to take advantage of that as well. So let's start with NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA had a really nice run back in May. We probably got to switch this over, huh? NVIDIA had a nice run back in May. It ran from $132, this is post-split prices, all the way up to $208. All right, and see this yellow rectangle down here? That is when they were going to split the stock. All right, so we've seen this plenty of times where a stock announces a split, and then the stock will run in anticipation of that split. And then after it happens, we'll see a pullback, and we'll actually see implied volatility get crushed as well. Okay, so at PVA, what we did here is we picked up puts. We picked up the September, I don't remember the strike because we've already had a split. The September puts going for around 730. We sold half at 50%, sold the rest at a double, basically right at the lows when NVIDIA traded into $180 a share. Okay, another good example of this is actually an Apple, where back in the tech wreck of 2018, all right here, we were seeing just a nasty sell-off. Again, these are post-split prices, so Apple traded from $58 all the way down to $36. And then you can see this yellow rectangle. Now, what happened here? I don't think they pre-announced earnings, but they changed guidance, and I think they announced that they weren't going to talk about iPhone sales numbers anymore. So they did what's known as a bathwater trade, all right? You have a stock in a protracted downtrend. The sucker is just crashing. And then they say, all right, I'm done. We're just going to throw all the bad news out there. And once all the bad news is realized, the stock can no longer go down any further. And that was the capital L low in Apple. Okay, you don't have to trade the narratives, all right? I don't like buying and selling stocks based off of a story you just read. I trade price action, and I have a very clear roadmap of prices that I am willing to trade stocks at, but I'm very well aware of the kinds of narratives that we have going forward in these names. Okay, so if we see Apple in a very strong downtrend, if it's coming into a key level of support, we've got some very obvious levels coming into that. You see a nasty gap down to the downside on some bad news. That's when you start paying attention and potentially getting a little bit more aggressive. So when we have something like NVIDIA to the short side, when it's running into its split, and then we expect it to get crushed either around the split or just after the split, that's a good kind of way to use price action with the narrative. Okay, so we've got a new short setup that is coming along just fine. This is a large cap retail stock that has not seen a reset, any kind of strong sell-off since March of 2021. So it's been months since we've seen any kind of move to the downside. It just caught a price target upgrade at the top, right? And we're selling off a little bit right now. It had really good same store sales numbers come through, and we have an earnings event about 3 weeks away. So we have a stock that is rallying hard into an earnings event about 2 weeks away. What are the odds that into all of this good news after a strong price appreciation that we start to see auction failures to the upside, that we can't really see that move any further? And if that starts to happen, what are we going to see? Short term, people are going to start taking profits. Maybe they'll start hedging. If you get enough people taking profits, then you start to see momentum to the downside, and it moves from profit taking to stop losses getting hit. If all that happens very quickly, then you get a very strong rug pull down to longer term trend lines and longer term key resistance levels. Okay, so all I'm doing right here, I'm following my roadmap on this. If you would like to get access to how I trade my roadmap, if you'd like to get access to this stock in particular and how I'm trading it with puts, sign up for the webinar, for the free training. Go below this video. There's going to be a button that allows you to sign up for that training. Watch it, get indoctrinated on it, learn how it works, and then sign up as a client for Precision Volume Alerts so you can get all of my profit-rich setups going forward. That's all I got for today. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.